Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and welcome to your news preview breakdown for September 2023, where each month I go over everything we're expecting and provide relevant updates on each major project in the Division universe. Not a ton to go over this time, at least from what we know ahead of time for this month. However, there are a few very noteworthy details, specifically a projected date for the Division 2's Year 5 Season 2 public test server arrival, and so I definitely wanted to cover all of that and let you all know what you can expect. If you enjoyed the video and find it helpful, consider clicking that subscribe button if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. But let's get right into this. Starting off with the Division 2, the first important thing to cover is what will be happening in the live game during September. Firstly, you've got about a month left to complete the Year 5 Season 1 pass, especially if you haven't yet collected the St. Elmo's Engine exotic. That should be a high priority. And there will be a few events running to coincide with that. The Reanimated Global event is on right now, and it has a few days left if you need to wrap up those challenges. This Tuesday, September 5th, that will then switch over to the SHD Exposed Global event. That will then run for 2 weeks. And then everyone's favorite, September 19th, will commence Golden Bullet, which again will run for 2 weeks. So I have a feeling that last stretch of the month will be prime time for finishing out everything in the season, farming, stocking up on materials prior to Season 2's drop. Speaking of which, we do have some suggestions at when the PTS for Season 2 is going to kick off. Now, I want to stress, in respect to the person whose comments we're about to read, this is not an official communication or lock for the PTS dates, but if everything goes according to plan, we do have some projected dates here. Daria, the game's community developer, stated that this past Tuesday's maintenance primarily served to prep a few things behind the scenes for the upcoming PTS, and someone replied asking, is the PTS expected to be running over the weekend of September 9th and 10th? And she replied, stating most likely, but don't take that for an official announcement. So, there you have it. Again, not confirmed, so don't take that away from this, but for now, it looks like we're exactly 1 week out from the Year 5 Season 2 PTS kicking off, which would be on Friday, September 8th. That would mean next week we get all the reveals for the new items, talents, exotics, see what quality of life changes are being tested out, find out definitively whether or not this incursion will be present on the test server, so super exciting stuff. Again, it's not locked 100%, but I'm hopeful, and if it pans out, then that's going to be very exciting. Let's quickly shift over to Heartland, and if this sounds like a completely different recording, it's totally not because I had to re-record this after we had some news drop. We got a big update on the game yesterday that really sets the stage for what to expect with it over the coming months. If you want to see the full video and breakdown, I will link that up above and in the description below. However, what we learned is that after receiving immense feedback on the closed beta back in June, the team at Redstorm plans to focus on further development in the coming months and said that our next update on the game will come in 2024. So, at least for now, we're likely not to have much else to talk about the game for the rest of the year, but it will be interesting to see what they have to say next time it pops up. And as always, I will keep you posted. Wanted to also provide you all with some quick updates on the Division Resurgence. Last month, we talked about how Phase 2 of the regional beta for the game was set to go live pretty early in the month. Well, that ended up getting delayed, and to cite Ubisoft's official statement on the matter, based on feedback received during Phase 1 of the beta, they decided to delay the launch of Phase 2 in order to integrate said feedback, and they did lay out some of what those goals are, including improving the tutorial experience, improving player progression balancing, and providing more exposition and explanation for the game's social features, so that all players have a good comprehension of what's available. Sounds like a solid plan. I'm glad they have an actual target for what they want to improve before getting the game back into players' hands. As of right now, they have not yet provided the timeline for when that second phase of the beta might now begin after that delay. So TBA on that, as well as we'll have to wait and see whether this change ends up impacting the projected fall 2023 full release that they had previously announced. As usual, I'll keep you posted. And last up, I did want to give a shout to what I find to be a very exciting transmedia announcement that we got. During last month's preview, I stated that I thought that we could be getting an announcement any day now for a third novel in the Crossroads series of novels. And it came true. The Division Hunted was announced. I'm super stoked for it, and if you want more information, you can check out the full video I did talking about the plot setup, the release date, everything. Link is in the top corner of the screen and in the description down below. And, my friends, that is all I've got to report for you all for the month of September. Pretty brief, but like I said, since we had that pretty big news regarding the PTS to cover, just wanted to provide these updates nonetheless. So, I very much hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on what we've got coming up this month. What are you most looking forward to? Do you think the PTS will indeed go live next week? And what are your predictions for what we might see in it? Whatever thoughts you've got, leave them down below. Can't wait to read them. That is going to do it for me today, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Ow.